Hello students. So today we begin with Act 5 Scene 4 of the play Macbeth by Shakespeare. The battle against Macbeth is about to ensue. His enemies have all joined forces. They have reached Scotland and they are fast moving towards the spot where the battle will take place. That is country near Burnham Wood. Drum and colours enter Malcolm, Siverd, Macduff, Siverd's son, Menteith, Caithness, Angus and soldiers marching. Now these Menteith, Caithness, etc., if you remember, we met them in the previous scene and they made the intentions clear that they would be joining Malcolm and the English army with which he has come with, and they will all join forces. So they come marching and Malcolm addresses them and he says, "Cousins, I hope the days are near at hand that Chambers will be safe." Means kinsmen. "I hope the time is coming when people will be safe in their own bedrooms, in their own homes." So Menteith answers, "We doubt it nothing." That is, we don't doubt it at all. It will happen. And Siverd, remember Siverd is an Englishman. Maybe he's coming to Scotland for the first time. So he asks, "What wood is this before us?" What is the name of the forest in front of us? And Menteith tells him, "The wood of Burnham." This is, in other words, Burnham Wood. Malcolm. Now this is important, please mark. "Let every soldier hew him down a bow." Now Malcolm, he plans a strategy to fool or mislead the enemy, and that is Macbeth. And he says, "Let every soldier hew." Hew means cut off a branch, a bough. Bough means a branch from the tree, and bear it before him, and carry it or hold it in front of him. "Thereby shall we shadow." Shall we shadow means in this way we can conceal, we can hide the numbers of our host. That is, we can hide how many of us are there, the numbers of our army, how many soldiers are there, and make discovery ere in report of us. And Macbeth's spies. Discovery means the scouts of Macbeth will give him a wrong report. They will give him an inaccurate report. So all the soldiers, they are trained to follow the command of their leader. It shall be done. Please keep this in mind. This is an interesting point in the play. So Siverd, "We learn no other but the confident tyrant keeps still in Dunsinane and will endure our setting down before it." That is, we have no news, no other news except that the overconfident Macbeth, the confident tyrant here, confident actually means overconfident. Tyrant means cruel king. That is the cruel king Macbeth. He is still in Dunsinane and he will allow us to lay siege to the castle, and he will endure our setting down before it. Now, why would Macbeth allow the invading army to surround the Dunsinane hill? Because he is ensured that nothing can harm him until and unless Burnham Wood marches up the Dunsinane hill. This is what the witches promised him. We just saw Malcolm ordering the soldiers to cut down a branch of the tree and hold it in front of them and then march up the hill. So you can understand how the prophecy of the witches will be proved true again. Malcolm, 'tis his main hope That is, he wants us to lay siege. For where there is advantage to be given, both more and less have given him the revolt. That is, he wants us to lay siege. Why? Because wherever his soldiers have an opportunity, they have left him. They do whatever rank they are. For where there is advantage to be given, meaning the soldiers who used to be in Macbeth's army, whoever and whenever they got the chance, they have left him. Both more or less, whatever the rank was, have given him the revolt. In other words, they have left him. And none serve him with him but constrained things whose hearts are absent too. No one fights with him except men who are forced to do so, and their hearts are not in it. That is, the soldiers who are still on his side are fighting with him because they are forced to do so. They are not fighting willingly. And Macbeth says, let our just censures attend the true event and put we on industrious soldiership. Now Macbeth is senior, he is experienced. Both Seward is young, Malcolm is young, so Macbeth prompts them. We should not make any judgments until we achieve our goal. Let our just censures means judgments, attend the true event and put we on industrious soldiership. That is, until we achieve our goal. Let us go fight like hard-working soldiers. Seward answers, the time approaches. The time is coming when that will with due decision make us know what we shall say we have and what we owe. Meaning, soon we will find out what is really ours and what is not. And what we owe means what we have lost. And what we have means what we have won, and what we have lost we will soon know. Thoughts speculative, their unsure hopes relate. In other words, it is easy for us to get our hopes up, means raise our hopes, just sitting around thinking about it. Yes, but certain issue strokes must arbitrate towards which advance to war. But the only way this is really going to be settled is by violence. Therefore, let us advance to war. Let us move our armies forward. And they exit marching. That is, only violence can settle this issue. With this we end scene 4. Let us continue to scene 5 now. Act 5, Scene 5. Dunsinane. This is at the Dunsinane Castle. Enter Macbeth, Satan and soldiers with drum and colours. Macbeth, hang out our banners on the outward walls. He is giving the commands to his soldiers. Hang out, banners means flags. Hang out our flags on the outward walls. Which outward walls? The walls of the fort of Dunsinane. The cry is still, they come. Everyone keeps crying out, shouting out, here they come. Our castle's strength will laugh a siege to scorn. Our castle is so strong, rather it is strong enough to laugh off their siege. Macbeth is very confident of his success in this battle. Says, our castle's strength is strong enough to laugh off their siege. In other words, they will fail and I will succeed. Here let them lie. Them means the English army. Lie means wait. They can sit out there. Let them wait there till famine and the ague eat them up. Famine means hunger, ague means disease. That is, they can sit out there until they die of hunger and disease. Disease could be fever or anything of that sort. Were they not forced with those that should be ours, we might have met them dareful beard to beard and beat them backward home. In other words, if it was not for the fact that so many of my soldiers revolted and joined them, then we could have met them. Dareful means boldly, beard to beard. Beard to beard means man to man, and beat them backward and beated them back to England. Unfortunately, Macbeth accepts this fact that most of my soldiers have deserted me and they have joined up with the enemy. So if it wasn't for this, then I would have easily defeated them. There's a cry within of women. What is that noise? It is the cry of women, my good Lord, Satan answers. Women are crying, my good Lord, and Satan leaves to check what is the noise about. Exit. Macbeth. Please mark for references this dialogue of Macbeth. I have almost forgot the taste of fears. I have almost forgotten what fear feels like. The time has been, my senses would have cooled to hear a night shriek. There was a time when I would have been terrified by a shriek. Shriek means a loud cry in the night. That is, I would have been frightened to hear a loud cry in the night. And my fell of hair, that is, and the hair on my skin would have stood up, and my fell of hair would at a dismal treatise rouse and stir as life were in it. And the hair on my skin would have stood up when I heard a ghost story. Dismal means sad, treatise means a ghost story. Rouse and stir as if life were in it, as if it was true. In other words, the fell of my hair means I would have got goosebumps when I heard a ghost story. I have supped full with horrors, but now I have had my fill with real horrors. Diane is familiar to my slaughterous thoughts. That is, horrible, terrible things are so familiar that they cannot once start me, that they can no longer startle me or shock me. In other words, Macbeth has become so immune to anything. He is no longer human. Nothing affects him at all. Just then, re-enter Satan, and he asks, wherefore was that cry? What was all that noise about? Why were they crying? And Satan says, the queen, my lord, is dead. Now, his partner in crime, his confidant, one who led him on, one who supported him in everything, Macbeth did. In fact, one who guided him and goaded him, pushed him to do the deed. When she goes, all he has to say is, she should have died hereafter. Macbeth has become so heartless, so without feeling, so hardened that he has no emotion left. And all he says is, she should have died later anyway. In any case, she would have died. That was her condition. The doctor had already told him that he had no means of curing her. What she needed was a psychiatrist. As I said, please mark these words for reference. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty face from day to day. That is, day after day, that news was, day after day, the days creep slowly along until the dead end of time. That is, time does not stop. Creep means to move slowly along in this petty pace from day to day. Petty pace means in the slow pace from day to the other, to the last syllable of recorded time. And time goes on till the end of time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools. And every day that has already happened has taken fools that much closer to their deaths. And all our yesterdays hath lighted fools the way to dusty death. That is, fools. Each day that passes, man is moving closer to his death. Every man, every human being is moving closer to his death. And then, out, brief candle. Again, please continue. Keep marking for reference. Very popular lines. Out, brief candle. That is, life is nothing more like a brief candle. Brief candle means our life. Our life is like a brief candle. It burns for some time, and then once the wax is melted, the candle goes out. Life is but a walking shadow. In other words, life is nothing more than an illusion. A poor player. Player here means actor, where the human being is the actor. It is like a poor actor that struts and frets his hour. Struts and frets. Struts means to walk proudly. And frets means who worries. His hour means passes his life. His hour on the stage. That is, on the stage means in this world, and then is heard no more. A man lives, is proud of his actions, he struts, he may be worried of what might happen to him, and in this way his life passes as if he's an actor on the stage, and the stage here is the world, and then he dies and is forgotten and is heard no more. It is a tale. What is it? That is life. Life is a tale, means a story told by an idiot. Told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. That is, just as an idiot tells a story, he makes a lot of noise, full of noise and emotional disturbance, but devoid of meaning, without any meaning. Saying nothing means having no meaning. That is, just then enter a messenger. Now, before the messenger can say anything, Macbeth is so short-tempered and impatient. He says, "Thou comest to use thy tongue, thy story quickly. You have come to tell me something. Tell me quickly." And he says, "Gracious my lord, I should report that which I say I saw, but know not how to do it. My gracious lord, I should tell you what I saw, but I don't know how to say it. But I'm not sure how to say this." So Macbeth says, "Well, say it, just say it. Don't keep it from me. As I did stand my watch upon the hill, as I was standing watching on the hill as a scout, I looked toward Burnham. I looked towards Burnham Wood, and anon, methought the wood began to move. And I thought I saw the forest begin to move." You can imagine what this news does to Macbeth. Liar and slave, you liar and slave. So messenger says, "Let me endure your wrath. Punish me if it is not true." Endure means tolerate or suffer, and wrath means anger. Let me endure your wrath if it not be so. You can punish me if it is not true. Within this 3 mile you see it coming. 3 miles from here you can see it coming. I say a moving forest. Macbeth, if thou speakest false, Upon the next tree shalt thou hang alive. He's warning the messenger. If you are lying, I will hang you alive from the nearest tree till famine cling thee, till you die of hunger. And if thy speech be sooth means true, if what you say is true, I care not if thou dost for me as much. I don't care if you can do the same to me. Meaning, hang me from a tree till I die of hunger. And then, I pull in resolution and begin to doubt the equivocation of the fiend. Now he's talking to himself. Perhaps he's turned away from the messenger and he says, my confidence is failing. I pull in resolution means I am becoming weak. My confidence is failing. And begin to doubt the equivocation. Equivocation means the lies of the fiend. Fiend means the devil. And which devil is he talking about? The witches. I begin to doubt whether what the witches said that lies like truth. They told me lies which sounded like truth. And what did they say? Fear not till Burnham Wood do come to Dunsinane. These were their words. Don't worry until Burnham Wood comes to Dunsinane. And now a wood comes towards Dunsinane, is moving towards Dunsinane. So, arm and out. Prepare for battle and go. And out means leave this world. In other words, prepare for battle and go out fighting. Die like a soldier. If what this which he avouches does appear, means if what the messenger says is true, there is no flying hence nor tarrying here. It is no use. Flying hence means running away from here, and tarrying here means staying here or waiting here. Either way, my ruin is ensured. If what the messenger has said is true, then neither can I escape nor can I wait here. It is no use running away or staying here. I begin to be aweary of the sun. I am starting to grow tired of living. Of the sun means of living, and wish the estate of the world were now undone. And I wish that the whole world would be plunged into chaos. I wish the whole world comes to an end. Undone means it is destroyed. Ring the alarm bell, then he pulls himself together. Yes, he's a soldier, remember? So, ring the alarm bell, blow wind, come rack. That is, ring the alarms for all the soldiers. The battle has to begin. Blow wind or come rack. Rack means ruin. Whether there is a storm or whether ruin comes, at least we will die with harness on our back. Harness means armor. That is, we will die. I will die fighting like a soldier. I will not die the death of a coward. And they exit. With this, we end Act 5, Scene 5. We will continue in the next session. Thank you.